Hi and welcome to Silver Soul Tarot. Today we are going to do a general reading using the Tree of Life Oracle and a general tarot. We might hit another one. Let's see how we go, shall we? Let's crack on. So, first of all, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Jo. If you are a returning viewer, great to see you again. If you are a subscriber, much love to you. Let's crack on, shall we? We'll take two of these. First one is the Hanged Man. Tolerance, new perspective, and life's purpose. Okay. And the second card out today is Wisdom, inspiration, spark the divine masculine. Okay. So maybe there's a different viewpoint required around a divine masculine. Maybe you meet someone who you wouldn't necessarily normally be dealing with, you know. Well, let's see what the messages are, shall we? Or maybe you've been tolerating someone. I don't know why that stood out. Okay, so we've got the Seven of Wands. Okay, so the Seven of Wands is, are you on the defensive? Are you on the offensive? Do you need to stand your ground? Are you standing your ground? So let's keep going and see what this is about. But maybe there's a little, I mean, he's holding a staff. Maybe there's something here about the organic nature in that sense of what a wand is. When you look at the other suits that, I mean, are metal is organic, but it's not, they're not alive in the sense of a stick of a wand. You've got another wand, the King of Wands. Okay, you know, confidence, passion, someone in control of their purpose in life. There's, you know, it takes a lot to kind of knock these Kings of Wands. It could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Oh, there's loads there. We won't take those. We will take that one and then shuffle those back in. There's about 5. The Knight of Cups. Okay, so it could be an offer coming in. You know, a knight in shining armour, a love offer coming in from a divine masculine. Someone who you've seen in a different light, or they've seen you in a different light. Or maybe if you know this person. If you don't know this person, it could just be that they're new, you know, and you've just sparked something in them. We've got the Ace of Swords. So this is truth, knowledge, clarity, a new way of thinking, new ideas. So if this is a new person, then you've sparked that in them and they've kind of gone, oh, I wasn't expecting to meet anybody, let alone you, of all people, divine feminine, divine masculine. Take it as it resonates. Or they are seeing you in a new light, a new perspective. Or you're seeing them in a new light, in a new perspective. We've got the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is, well, do you know, it could very well be someone that you know. It's the seed's been planted. It's the waiting for the energy to mature. Figuring out if it's worth putting energy into any one of these pentacles, or if it's time to pull the plug and, you know, move on and use your energy in a different way. We've got the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands to me is the now what card. Okay, you've chosen your new beginning, your new start, your new way of thinking, but now what? You've got the world in your hands, and now's the time to figure out how you want to push yourself forward. That is the masculine energy of, you know, moving forward, getting things done, whereas the feminine is more about sitting back and accepting the offers that come to you and transmuting that energy and turning it into something different. Got the Queen of Wands. Now, she don't give no shits. That's how I see her. We do have, obviously, divine counterparts on the table. It could just be take it as it resonates. You are one of these, and the other one is what's coming in. Oh, I dropped a card, and that was I dropped 2 cards. Let's go with it. I kind of lost my train of thought there. But yeah, it's all about being in control of your future, of your destiny, being clear in your thoughts, being truthful, and allowing this energy to move. Because you obviously have to, you know, at some point you've got to either put down the wand and allow the energy to move, or, you know, pick the right pentacle to keep and the right pentacle to throw away. See, you know, however that resonates. We've got the, sorry, I just drank some coffee and now it's a bit, right, we've got the 4 of Wands, okay, so this celebration, it could be a marriage coming in, this could be your divine counterpart coming in. We're going to take some more cards. I think I will grab a second deck because it feels like it needs it. Yeah, some celebration, some security, some, you know, the happy home. Marriage is the 1111 card, the twin flame, soulmate connection, spiritual ascension as well. And then we got the Queen of Cups, being in control of your heart space, of being very giving. I do always wonder if the Queen of Cups can sometimes be overgiving. She, you know, when you look at all the cups in the deck, hers is by far the most flamboyant and the most over the top. I mean, that isn't, I don't know if you can call that a cup. Let me bring it up so you can really see it. It's more than a cup. So she can maybe be a little bit over giving, a little bit over caring, a bit over, you know, people could take advantage of that. I'm not saying people do, but people could. So just be a little bit careful, but there's definitely this sense of being in control of the way you're feeling and the way you're moving yourself forward. Let's take a law of attraction tarot, because I feel like whatever it is, you've attracted someone in, and if you do know them, oh, there's too many. If you do know them, yeah, there's this moment of like, oh, there you are, you've been there the whole time, I just didn't realise. Or if they're new, then it's changing the way that they were thinking about relationships anyway. It's that kind of a vibe of like, I wasn't looking for anyone, but there you are. Let's see, shall we? We've got the 6 of Cups. So in this deck, as you can see, it's more about sort of timing and direction. Like I say, it depends on how this resonates with you. It's coming through that you could know them or don't know them. If you do know them, you've known them for a little while and you're kind of now like, oh, like it's like the universe has gone, now's the right time. And even if you don't know them, the universe is still saying now's the right time. It's just divine timing in that sense. But the clarity is, the timing is interesting. Oh, we've got a couple. We've got the 7 of Wands. Okay, so the 7 Wands, as you can see in this deck, she's there working hard. She's been putting in the hours. She's learnt this skill. She's maybe not necessarily enjoying herself. You know, she's kind of just been plodding along. And I think that's probably quite true of both of you in this sense. This is turned into love reading without being a love reading, if that makes sense. So we've got the 2 of Swords. Some sort of collaboration. Maybe it's a work thing. Maybe it's a friend at work. They do say a lot of people, well, there is a lot of people who meet their partners at work. That's kind of that trauma bonding of being in the same situation and understanding the daily trials and tributes that you go through. Tribulations even, sorry. So yeah, there could be this sense of camaraderie. It could also just be that you've been friends for a while. You know, you've known each other for a while. You've got this card came out before, didn't it? We got the 9 of Swords. Yeah, it feels like maybe one of you liked the other one for a little while, but that ego kind of got in the way, or they weren't ready for a like if this is the new, this because it's, you know, they weren't ready, like I said, and then you've just kind of, no, it wasn't that they weren't ready. They weren't looking for anything, especially not anything kind of serious and long term, but you kind of just sparked that in them. You got the seven of, we've got quite a few sevens, seven. The seven of, what is it? Swords. 7 there as well. Which is about coming out of that darkness. So you're coming out from under this shadow, or they are. I would say it was much more you at this stage, but maybe you weren't looking for anything and then you met someone and boom, you know, they've changed your opinion on things. Always a possibility. But yeah, it's about coming out of that. With that 7 as well, it's almost like a pit of despair, but it's not that bad, if that makes sense. But just out of this period of quietness, darkness, loneliness even. Maybe you or them, but I think you have been single for a little while and someone's kind of sparking you, and now you've got to figure out the next step forward, and it's like a bit of a jarring energy. You've got the 3 of Pentacles. Now, 3 of Pentacles, as you can see, is the maestro. He is in control of the entire orchestra. He tells the woodwind when to come in. He tells the drums when to come in, tells when to stop. You know, he creates the rhythm. That is you in this sense, okay? So, yeah, it's a bit jarring. It's going to be something outside of your comfort zone, something you wasn't expecting, something you wasn't looking for. But you know, you have the control. You know, you don't have to rush into anything with anyone. You can take your time. You can be friends for a little while, but I mean, just be careful not to end up just sort of stuck in that friend zone, or you don't, you know, put someone in the friend zone for any other reason than they are just friends. But this is something different. This is something different. I'm sure this was one of the cards that came out as well. The world, the end of a cycle, the missing puzzle piece is put into place finally, and you do have the cherubs there holding up, you know, the big house with the rainbow. Let's try and get it in focus a little bit better. Yeah, so this is like your ultimate wish fulfillment, your dream coming true. It just feels a little bit like, but I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't looking for it. It's not something you went out of your way to find. It kind of just happened to you, which is why you're kind of a bit, oh, I've got to actually like pull my finger out and do something about this. You got the 9 of Pentacles. So yeah, you reaching the top of the ladder. You've put in the hard work. It could be financial in that sense, that you've, you know, maybe that's why you weren't looking, or they weren't looking. I think it's you. Why you weren't looking, because you were kind of busy doing your own thing, working away, you know, earning the dollar, getting a nice house, yada, yada, yada. And yeah, it's kind of coming out of the blue. You have to come out of your own shadow. You have to come out from behind your own shadow. You have to pull yourself up out of this. I don't want to say despair. It's a bit too much of a dark word. But definitely out of this alone time. This quiet period. You got the 2 of Cups, yin yang, the masculine and the feminine. I've been saying it throughout, the masculine, feminine. You had the King and Queen of Wands. They are the divine counterparts. Yeah, this is a union coming in. It is divinely guided. It is a divine masculine meeting the divine feminine, seeing it in a new perspective. If it's someone you've known for a long time, yeah, you're just seeing them in a new light. Oh, there you are. If it's someone new, they're just going to change your perspective on the way you thought your life was going, coming out from your own shadow. And you got the Strength card. Okay, so it's simple, isn't it? Strength, courage, nurturing energy, just always keeping an eye. There's someone always keeping an eye in that card. The lion is always, you know, he's got his eye. He's always protective. You know, he doesn't take his eye off the ball. But yeah, there's some very nurturing energy here, some very caring, especially with that Queen of Cups. This is going to be an interesting relationship. Let's take a healing mantra just to close out the energy and finish off the reading. Let's see what that says, shall we? I've got two. Yeah, two. I've also just noticed on this card, I did see it earlier, but I didn't say anything. But now I'm going to say something. Because I was talking about it being quite nurturing. You see how the, well, it's Capricorn really, isn't it? Or is it Aries? It's Aries or Capricorn. The Hanged Man. Interested. How he's kind of been creating these figurines, and he's been very gentle, very caring. He, she, I don't know, it doesn't matter. But it's kind of like in private, in this darkness, you've been sculpting yourself. You know, you've been really taking time to look after yourself financially, you know, purpose and passion down here with the Queen of Wands, your emotions up here with the Queen of Cups. So yeah, there's definitely been a lot of time taken in, but you kind of need to come out. You're overshadowing yourself. Okay, so honouring diversity. A fire reveals a path of renewed direction once the burning is complete. Unhooking the past. There is nothing to regret when I learn from my past. Exactly. Let's keep moving forward, because there's going to be a change in perspective around someone or the way you see your life going. I'll leave it there. Say thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.